Hi, I'm John McLemore, and welcome to Dadgum, That's Good. Here with a good friend of mine, Lorri Kinney, and we're gonna smoke a cheeseburger and pizza fatty. So again, we're here today to smoke a cheeseburger and a pizza fatty. And Lorri Kinney has been a longtime friend of mine and a Masterbuilt employee. Lorri, I've smoked a lot of things on the Masterbuilt smokers, but I've never combined all these recipes. So you're doing what kind of a fatty?
I'm doing a pizza fatty.
And I'm gonna do a cheeseburger fatty. So tell me how we get started.
Okay, well first we have 1.5 pounds of ground beef.
Okay.
We'll take and we'll dump it in a bowl.
All right, now you told me the ingredients with the hamburger meat is 80-20?
80-20.
Why is that?
Because you want to have enough fat in there that it keeps it moist while it's smoking and it keeps it juicy, and it also adds flavor.
Okay, so we've got 1.5 pounds in our bowl. Now what do we do?
At this point in time, you can add whatever seasonings you want to your meat to give it extra flavor. I like doing pepper, garlic, onion powder, and salt. Of course, you want to season to taste, but I do probably about a teaspoon.
And I'm gonna add pepper to mine as well.
Okay.
Being a cheeseburger.
And then you got garlic.
I like garlic too, so I'm gonna add about a teaspoon to mine.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll do the same thing with salt. And then onion powder.
Onion powder. Now, if you add onions, do you add onions and onion powder? Or
I do.
You do?
I do.
You do both?
I do both because you want to season your meat and you also have the extra flavor of the onions inside as well.
All right, so you're adding onions. I'm not adding onions to mine. I'm gonna add some A1 steak sauce to mine as well.
Okay.
All right. This is where you get messy, right?
Absolutely. This is the fun part. Kids
So,
really love this.
1.5 pounds of barbecue, 80-20, with all your favorite seasonings. So we've got all of that mixed in.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take and put them in our bag.
All right.
I'll hold your bag if you'll hold mine.
All right. This is yours.
Okay.
Going in. This was a neat little trick. I like that. So you grab my bag right there. I like this because I wanted to know, why are you putting it into a gallon baggie? This is cool.
Yes.
All right. Now I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Tell me what we're doing with this gallon baggie with the hamburger meat in there.
Okay, with a gallon baggie, it makes it a whole lot neater. But what you can do is you can take it and you want to kind of start off with sealing it up a little bit. You don't want to seal it all the way because you do want some air to come out so you can make it nice and smooth.
Okay.
You're wanting to push it in there because this makes the perfect base for your fatty.
Okay.
You want to kind of make it as even as you can. Because you don't want it tearing or ripping while it's cooking. Okay, now that we're done with this, we can set this to the side and then we can do our blanket of bacon.
All right, so how do we start?
Okay, first of all, you're gonna start with laying the bacon out.
Okay.
We're gonna do a layer across and then we'll weave in the rest of it.
All right, so we go straight across, side by side by side.
Side by side. You wanna kinda keep it together because you don't want it too far apart because ultimately you do not want any holes in your blanket of bacon.
All right, so do you want thin bacon?
You don't want it
bacon?
too thick because if you get it too thick, it takes a lot longer to cook and it can dry the inside out.
Okay.
And you also want it to crisp up too.
All right. Okay, so we got
about
straight
7 across. Because you want to make sure that you have it to where it'll go totally and completely around the finished product.
Finished product, okay.
So now that we've started that, you're going to take every other one. For the first one, fold it up.
And you do go ahead and lay it over.
Yes, sir.
Every other one.
You don't have to do it too far.
Okay.
Then next you're going to take one piece and lay it across. This is where our weaving comes in.
And put that back over.
Put it back over. It's like making a pot holder.
Okay. All right, so today we're making fatties. All right, so I take the other one.
You're going to do reversed and you're going to come back.
Hey, I learned a little secret. Pull that over so it doesn't get on your counter. Look at that.
Oh, that works. That works.
So where does a fatty come into on your list of favorite foods?
It's probably going to be one of the top ones because you can get everybody involved in it. Great topic of conversation.
So cheeseburger, you think of anything that you want to put in a cheeseburger. You can actually put in pickles if you want to.
Mustard, ketchup.
Jalapenos if you want to.
I put chili in them.
Put chili in them.
Yes, sir. Get a thick chili and then put it in there.
So 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat, 1 pound of bacon, and all of these spices in our hamburger meat and the toppings that are fixing to go on.
Absolutely.
Ready?
Ready.
Wash your hands again. So what's next?
Okay, so next we're going to our meat. We're gonna prep the inside of the meat. So open your bag.
All right.
This is another neat trick I've learned that you get for using these bags for is you wanna open it up, you wanna cut it so it's easy to get to. Okay, so now we start putting everything inside. Ready?
Yep, go for it. All right, so pizza sauce first.
Pizza sauce first.
All right.
This just helps keep it juicy on the inside as well.
All right.
Okay, then I'm gonna do some mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
And here again, you can saute them before or you can add them on like this. Okay, now we're gonna do some onions.
Onions.
The onions are finely grated. You can chop them however you like. I personally like them either sauteed or finely chopped. So we're gonna do some pepperoni. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little sharp. We got a couple of cheeses here. We're gonna do a little bit of sharp on here.
So you just kind of layer everything on top. So now yours is ready.
Mine's ready. I'm gonna do just a little bit more on top.
Okay.
Won't do too much because we got a nice layer on the bottom. And you wanna use a thicker pizza sauce. That way it's not too thin and it won't seep through the ground beef as well.
Okay. So now I've got mine over here. A cheeseburger mushroom cheeseburger. So I'm gonna put my mushrooms in, and you say again the secret is not to get too close to the edge.
Yes, sir. That way you can kind of mash it together, the ends, to keep it from coming through.
Okay. I'm gonna add some Velveeta, grated Velveeta cheese.
Which melts very good.
Melts very good. Sharp cheddar cheese. All right, so now we're gonna add just a little Cajun seasoning and layer that just like you did yours. What's next?
Next, we're gonna roll it up together.
Okay.
And what you're gonna do, this is another trick for the bag, is you're gonna you're gonna roll one side over.
Okay.
And you're gonna kind of make it mesh together. Then you're gonna bring your other side. Make sure you don't get too much in there.
You got so much in there.
Which is fine. Okay, let me show you what to do. You just take another reason for using 1.5 pounds of ground beef, because you can kind of
Freehand it.
absolutely.
Okay. Roll that over.
Roll that over and seal
whatever
it.
doesn't stay inside the bacon will take care of, right?
Absolutely.
But the secret is to take everything that's inside and weld the
weld it
hamburger
together.
all the way around.
Yes, sir. You want to seal it up as good as you can get it.
Roll that over. Now I'm just wondering how we're gonna get that on top of there.
Is we're going to take and slide your bacon closer toward you.
Okay?
And then you're going to take it and like just kind of roll it on your blanket of bacon. So now you're going to take one side of the bacon, going to fold it over. And then we're going to take the other side and bring it over.
And basically just stretch that bacon over.
Because you don't want to see any ground beef. All you want to see is bacon.
Okay.
Just so you can see, this is the underside. Okay. So if you roll it over, this is what it's going to look like.
Like that. We're going to take this outside to the Masterbuilt smoker. We're going to set it at 225 degrees, and we're going to smoke it, you said, for
2 hours.
2 hours. Or until all that hamburger gets to 165 or higher on the temp, internal temp. Let's go.
Okay.
Here's the fun part. So Lorri and I have our pizza and our cheeseburger patties ready to go into the smoker.
That is correct.
All right, now we've got the smoker set, again, 225 degrees, right?
Absolutely.
And we're gonna smoke them for 2 hours. And we're gonna slide these on the bottom. Now, this is always something that we want to point out to everybody, is when you are loading your smokers, always put the raw food on the bottom. And I'm just gonna take yours and put that below anything that you've already got cooking on your smoker. And if you'll notice, we got some ribs, some sausage, corn going on. got a fatty that we cooked earlier we're fixing to take off and go inside and eat.
Absolutely.
Some corn on top, the capacity. One thing I like about the 44-inch propane, you've got 4 to 6 racks, a couple little crowd. That's what's up, right?
Feed everybody.
All right, so let's take this fatty off. Take it inside and eat.
And enjoy.
So our fatty is done, and what I love about cooking recipes like this is spending time with your family, your friends, and Laura, you and I have been working together now for 7 years at Masterbuilt.
Yes, sir.
And I asked you earlier, besides cooking, what do you like about being at Masterbuilt?
Well, I love working with the people. I love working with the accounts, and I love our products, and they're such awesome products, and it's just easy to cook with them, and it makes everybody's life easier.
All right, and today's recipe, we read online and out there on social media that a cheeseburger fatty or this pizza fatty, it can be intimidating when you look at it.
It sounds like it, but it's really not.
It's not. So all of these steps that we've shown everybody is, if you follow those, it's really easy to do. You can get creative. So before we cut into this, and again, you can serve this just as a meal by itself, sort of like barbecue, or you can put it on a hamburger bun and serve it up with whatever you want. So before I do that, I want to thank you for 7 wonderful years at Masterbuilt, being on our team, and for showing me how to do a fatty, and look right there and say, let's eat.
Let's eat.